Will be 7 to go when they cross the line and take the green flag.
Green.
The finish coming your way at Iowa. Nemechek with those 4 tires trying to go to the outside to make the pass.
Briscoe trying to make it on the bottom, 4 wide.
Wow. Battle at the front. Briscoe trying to take the spot from Johnny Sauter.
Johnny Sauter says, I'm not done yet, boys. I've got some speed on the top of the racetrack. John Hunter Nemechek diving to the bottom into turn 1.
Nemechek trying to win back-to-back races after winning last week at Gateway. Remember, he's got the 4 tires and he's got the lead.
What a great call by Jerry Kinnan to put 4 tires on that truck.
Sauter not giving up with the old tires, still hanging on to second. But it's John Hunter Nemechek with 5 laps remaining. Battling for positions all the way back through the field.
This is some intense racing. If we don't get another caution, I'll be a bit surprised the way these guys are battling one another. It's all take and give, no give now.
See Grant Enfinger move to the inside of Austin Cindric.
Put Enfinger into the top 10.
Now he moves to the inside of the 97 of Jesse Little. There's a battle for third. Christopher Bell trying to get to the inside of the 29 of Chase Briscoe.
And Bell and Briscoe, they're like a couple of magnets. They do not get away from one another. And on the inside is Brandon Jones fighting for position in that 99, and he's going to get past Bell.
A couple guys doing double duty here this weekend, Brandon Jones and Christopher Bell.
Briscoe blowing up dust off turn 2 in the high groove, and look, they're 3 wide behind them.
Harrison Burton, the 51 on the inside. In the middle of the racetrack is the 24 of Justin Haley as they try to go by Chase Briscoe, and they both get him.
Wow.
And John Hunter Nemechek, if he could see all this mess in his mirror, he wouldn't like what he was watching.
The last thing he wants is a caution, right? He's set sail at the front of the field.
How about Grant Enfinger again, the 98, doing a nice job up here in the top 10.
And John Hunter Nemechek coming around to get the white flag. Nemechek took the 4 tires on the last pit stop, and he has made it work. John Hunter Nemechek a half a lap away from going back to back. He was so strong a year ago, but he couldn't finish the job. But tonight he has done it. John Hunter Nemechek wins at Iowa. Big crash off of turn 4. The 24 of Haley and the 51 of Harrison Burton involved in that one.
Oh, what a shame. Harrison Burton did such an outstanding job here in his 3rd Truck Series race.
How about that kid? What a great charge at the end of this race to drive to victory lane 2 weeks in a row.
He was solid all night, running around at 3rd or 4th, 5th positions. We didn't talk a lot about him. He didn't lead as much as Christopher Bell and people like that. But he did it when it meant something. How about Johnny Sauter hanging on the second on 4 old tires?
What a great drive by Sauter. I think he learned a lot from Briscoe running that high line. He knew those older tires would work up there, and he certainly took advantage of it.
Well, and Jerry Kinnan made the call for John Hunter Nemechek, taking those 4. He's with Caitlin.
Yes, he did. A 4-tire call by you. How was that? Obviously, the right strategy and your team able to execute all night.
That's me. 4 tires. That's the man right there. A fire alarm. What do they want? I mean, they want to win. We got him one. He drove his butt off tonight. That was awesome. We worked hard all week. Got the same truck as last week. JH and I worked till like 4 in the morning Monday morning, Tuesday morning, actually, and turn that thing around with the rest of them guys' help. It's awesome. It's just, I mean, I just can't believe it. It's awesome for the family. Just 6 of us working there, 7. It's just a great.
Congratulations, John Hunter Nemechek. Back-to-back wins, guys.
How late do you think he'll work this week if he has to? That's just being rewarded for that's the fruits of your labor, and just so awesome to see that team have success.
We've got an off week next week, and I think Jerry Kinnan's going to need it.
Harrison Burton climbing into the ambulance under his own power there. Good to see. And this is what happened between Burton on the inside of that 51 and Justin Haley. Burton got a little bit loose.
Just dove in there and last lap, last corner, thought he could make maybe a dive into turn 3 and gain the advantage. It didn't work out. Hard contact by both those trucks.
That was a battle for the top 5 position. Grant Enfinger, we saw him go by after they got together, and he finished in the 4th spot.
What a thriller. Last week he passed with 6 laps to go. Tonight he passes with 6 laps to go. John Hunter Nemechek wins at Iowa. Speedway, the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series, where John Hunter Nemechek has done it again. Back-to-back wins, and he did it in dramatic fashion. The man who finished runner-up was Johnny Sauter, and he's with Hermie.
Well, Johnny, I don't know you race. I know you don't race to finish second, but if there's ever such a thing as a good second-place finish, given the situation you were put in, this is it. How were you able to hold your ground there those last few laps?
Well, I got to thank Chase Briscoe for taking me to school. I kept asking my spotter, where's he running? And on the radio, it sounded like he said bottom. So I guess that's what we have mirrors for. I need to do a better job myself. But Chase had a great truck, and so I moved up to the top there and found some pretty good grip. Our lap times picked up quite a bit. But our Legion Travel Chevy was unbelievable there, that one run. It's the best truck I've had here in a long time. So we just... obviously with tires, you're kind of a sitting duck there at the end of the race, and I think the 8 truck took 4. So, but it's a good day. Chevrolet 1-2 finish, and I just wish we were on the other end of that. And in hindsight, tires probably would have been the right call, but I knew that there was grip in that third groove, so we were able just to keep them pinched off. And it's a decent day, but we need to win.
It's Johnny Sauter. He's second. Let's go to victory lane.
Well, John Hunter Nemechek once again finds himself in a familiar place here in victory lane for the second week in a row, getting some congratulations from his dad. John, I know the efforts this team put in to get this truck turned around last week to this week. How do you think that just validates the group you're working with and all the effort you guys put in?
That's definitely special. All year we felt really good about this whole stretch, Gateway, Iowa, and Kentucky. So hopefully we can go to Kentucky and make it 3 in a row. But I can't say enough. Thank you to all my guys. They're so determined. They're dedicated. They work as many hours as needed, and this is fun getting to victory lane. I got to thank Shannon and Connie from Fire Alarm Services for coming on board. It's sad that they weren't here, but I know that they're watching, so this is for you guys. I have to thank all the fans, NASCAR Camping World Truck Series, Rockwell, Rocky Ridge, Romco, Barry's Bullets, DAB Constructors, Donna Malden. Without them, this truck team would have never been alive. So especially I have to thank my dad, but every one of these guys that works on this team, this is awesome.
Nice job. Congratulations. Back-to-back wins for the 8 team. Hermie?
Well, Caitlin, Christopher Bell, you end up 5th, but doesn't come close to telling the story about you guys out front towards the end of the first stage, dominating, then you get back in traffic. What was the difference in the truck from being out front to back in traffic that you fought the rest of the night?
Well, I don't know. Our Toyota Tundra was really good out front. We had really good long run speed, pretty good short run speed. I felt like once we got buried back in traffic there, we'd be able to just pick them off once the tires started wearing out. But once the sun went down, man, it just gripped up. And that was a super fun race, though. That was awesome. The top came in. I ran my first K&N race here at Iowa, and it was one of the most fun races I've had in a stock car because we got all the way to the fence, and we were darn near there tonight. So that was a lot of fun. Bummed it didn't work out, but I still had a blast out there.
That's Christopher Bell. He'll be back tomorrow night in the Xfinity Series, Vince.
He sure will, running double duty this weekend here at Iowa. Well, here's what the point standings look like after 9 races, and John Hunter Nemechek with a couple of wins, and Christopher Bell with those 2 wins as well. Johnny Sauter with a victory, and Kaz Grala's got a win also.
Grant Enfinger on the string of these top 5 finishes he's put together has climbed up in the points.
Really impressed with Johnny Sauter, a guy with as much experience. He said, I went to school, Chase Briscoe taught me something.
Xfinity Series races tomorrow night right here at Iowa. And don't forget, Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series from Sonoma Sunday beginning at 1:30. NHRA qualifying from Norwalk coming your way next. John Hunter Nemechek celebrates at Iowa.